Welcome to the Game On Challenge Live, episode 108. Today we are playing Hyperzone by MG Lustig and Monster Mash by Mike Snyder. Sloopy had an unexpected event, so I'm going to fill in pushing buttons. There's the intro.
Now play it, damn it.
Hey, my computer says that CoCo Nation just went live.
And my tablet is just spinny. Although I did get a Twitch notification, I think. Come on, YouTube. You can do it. You can do it. There we go. Now we're live.
Live on all three, huh?
And let's see if we can do an audio check here, because there's usually issues.
Check one, check two.
Oh, good. I hear all three of us, and we're not echoing.
Perfect.
Okay, wake me when it's done.
Okay. That's right, Curtis. No echoes this week.
I don't know how or why, but it's what's happened. Now I need to eat my ice cream before it melts.
Ice cream.
It's big enough for everyone?
Of course not.
Ah! Well, that was unfair.
I'm selfish in that regard.
Oh, Ramini.
Well, you know, just to make it realistic, I could take off the headphones, turn up my tablet, and we could have the same as we usually have.
No.
Doesn't affect us any. Just the viewers.
Yeah, that's true. Doesn't affect us. You know, when I first tried this game, I had absolutely no problem with the jumping.
And now that you know
Really?
how,
Now that I understand it, it's... Yeah.
Now that you know it's pixel perfect.
Well, not that it's pixel perfect. You have to actually hit up first and then over to the side.
Oh. And the score of 0 is not unheard of in this game.
Now, I wonder why you can't go through this door.
You have to collect a certain amount of gold to get through some of them.
Ah, okay.
You
I guess I
apparently
should
did
read
not
the
read Mike's instructions. Yeah. Mike put some detailed instructions on Discord.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I did see that. I just never read them because I was waiting till
You're
Mark
gonna
reads
want
them.
to for this one.
I wanted Mark to read them.
Can I? Hey, and that's why I put. Because if I switch over to that, are we going to lose the stream?
My thoughts on that is why should I waste all my time reading something when Mark's just going to read it to us?
True, yeah.
All right, so which one am I looking for? Monster Mash?
Monster Mash.
Monster Mash, yep.
So is this from Window?
Yep.
Or is it Windu?
I'm not sure.
Win don't.
Hmm.
Okay, let's see. What do we have here?
Time for the dramatic reading.
Yep. Okay, let's see. So this will be a quote from Windu. I don't remember the story exactly. I believe the character is Kerwin. Play using a joystick. Left and right moves him. Up plus button to jump. Down plus button to shoot a fireball or something. And button by itself. Maybe up plus button. It isn't easy to tell using a mouse with an emulator. And I haven't loaded it on my real CoCo 3 yet. Okay, so backing up here, and button while standing directly in front of a door to enter. Okay. Okay, so button while you're standing in front of the door to enter the door. The P key will pause the game. That's about all I can remember. I think you have to collect 10 bags of gold scattered in and around the castle in order to enter a locked door to the final confrontation. Maybe I'll be able to find the original manual if I dig around in old boxes long enough, but I doubt it. I won't spoil the identity of the ending boss for you. The game features black bats, flying mummies, sliding pumpkins. The game covers dozens of screens, seemingly more than I remember. And enough hearts, lives are provided that it's really playable, but challenging. I'm kind of surprised that it's fairly well designed. Okay. The initial screen load takes a few seconds, black the whole time, as does each transition between screens, but it's really not too bad. I think the game was originally distributed with a freeware RAM disk program. Anyway, one was on the DSK image from Brian, but it didn't seem to work with the emulator, and I figured the benefit would be negligible anyway, so I removed it for this new download. Sorry, I meant to preface that, but pressing enter posted it. Okay. Basically, that's some notes about the game that I found in old news on my website. So it looks like I don't know where the manual was then either. Let's see. I think the door you can't open, I think that the door you can't enter, a screen or two right of the starting point, is the locked door I mentioned, but I don't know for sure. And because I've got streaming mode turned on, I can't read anybody's tag name. So another person, I have a question. On his website, he mentions that the CoCo 3 emulator is required to play better, newer games. Okay. The CoCo 3 emulator is available for a modest charge. Well, what emulator is that? Okay, we can skip. I don't know that there's an emulator that needs a charger.
That was back in the old days when there was only DOS emulators.
Yeah, okay.
When he originally made his website back in like 2012 or whatever.
Let's see if there's anything more in here about instructions. Not really. Was there anything on Mike's website?
I don't think so.
There is a paragraph he wrote like back in 2005, but I think it covers the same ground as what was on Discord.
Okay, so here's window again. I can't find the instructions. Author of the game, Mike here. Oh, okay. That's who window is. But after playing it a bit myself, some of it's coming back to me. My highest score so far is 426.
Holy crap!
Mm.
I think he's gonna win.
You guys have a bit to go. So I guess
Actually, so far my highest has been 27.
I guess
Did he truly lose the source code?
So is that an official submission?
If he wants to put it in, I mean,
I think
There's
he
no
said he's not
screenshot.
going to put a score in.
yeah, he needs a screenshot though. Needs a screenshot.
Oh, there's stairs.
Okay, let's see what else.
And sorry, disqualified on a technicality.
Let's see. Okay, so from what he's remembering, there are 3 types of doors. The ordinary doors you can just enter. Locked doors, they make a sound and you end up jumping instead, which I think requires some amount of gold to enter. But he's not 100% sure. Although he thinks that the final door that gets to the final boss needs all 10 bags of gold. A third type that I hate to spoil because it kind of makes for a aha moment and could be a big difference in low versus high scores. But if you you know what, I'm going to skip that part so that we don't. We're just going to call it spoilers. Let's see. His other tip, and he forgot about this. There's only so much grinding you can do to pad out your score. I guess I thought of that at the time. After a point, they stop dying. What stops dying?
Bad guys.
Oh.
So you can't just sit around and shoot the bats.
So I'm really considering taking screen grabs, editing out the sprites and HUD at the top, putting together one of those old school walkthrough maps and the whole thing. Of course, even if I did, I'd wait until after the challenge ends. It's not to spoil at all. Okay. You get way more points for the bags of gold than you do the enemies.
I haven't found a bag of gold yet.
I've got one. I know where it is, but I can't seem to get to it anymore.
Well,
the typical, I was good at this when I first started.
Yeah, like yesterday. I cannot get her to jump, or him to jump, or whatever that is.
Crap. I know. I have the same problem.
Okay, so he mentions there are a lot of branching paths. If you go left instead of right, you can find a lot more to explore without the invisible door. I've been working on a complete walkthrough map, spent pretty much the entire day on it to share after the challenge ends. The door at the top of the stairs on screen 2 is locked. Or how much more of this should I go through? They can read it on Discord.
Yep. This jumping mechanic is going to drive me nuts.
And the stairs, I think the stairs are really. Oh no.
So 22 so far, my high score.
Good job. Better than I've done tonight.
How many points do you get for that the money bag or whatever, the gold
200
bag?
for each.
200?
Yep.
So, Mark, you gonna play?
I got to find the old game first. I think I already downloaded it and put it in a folder, but
Yeah, that spot you're in right now, Jim, is that's an annoying ladder, isn't it?
Yeah, and you're right there at that first gold too. If you can get through that door.
Are you? Okay, so that's
Yeah.
you're on the screen. That's the farthest I've gotten because that ladder kept killing me.
Have made it through this once, maybe twice. But I can't seem to do it now.
We needed some British people playing this game. They just walk
Yeah.
right through this.
We don't have any Brits on our squad, do we?
Not right now.
Kieran is here.
it's kind of late in the day for them.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
If you're on the East Coast, add 5 hours. If you're on the West Coast, you add 8 hours.
Nick just waits to the next day.
Yep, we know.
Well, we've been joined by Coconut Bob
Right.
and Henry the Third.
Howdy. Hi there, folks.
Hello.
Let me see.
Well, I've seen
Parents
faces
credit.
even.
I
Parents
hit
credit.
that button. And there we
And
go. Okay,
Mark-
that's it.
Mark
My
is eating
goodness, who's
celery.
crunching?
That's me.
You're eating celery.
Oh,
aren't you?
okay. Okay,
Yep,
it's
still-
celery.
Still eating celery.
It's interesting how celery sounds like potato chips.
Are you sure that's not just subconscious? You're wishing you had potato chips.
No, actually, I don't wish I had potato chips because I'm regretting the fact that I had chocolate chip cookies earlier.
Ah,
Oh, I had chocolate earlier. You know, they bring it to the break room and it doesn't survive long.
That's your first problem. You brought it to the break room.
No, it was in the break room.
Oh. Oh, free range chocolates.
Mm-hmm. You know, they were bribes from vendors.
Mm-hmm. The gift baskets that come every year.
Mm-hmm.
Strangely enough, the best bribes we got from vendors in the past was the contract manufacturer that we actually bought. So, of course, they don't send us those anymore. Funny how that works.
I ruined a good thing.
Yep.
You kind can jump.
Right.
Let's see, in chat, somebody who has a red name that I could barely read against a blue background. Commodore Chronicles is giving us a greeting.
and L. Curtis Boyle and
Dave
Mr.
and
Dave.
By the way, Bob, if you're actually trying to put a picture up, you don't have a picture.
Yeah, I'm working on it. My
Okay.
capture device just showing black right now.
Okay.
So the old game was Hyperzone?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
Geez, Mark, where have you been?
Too many other things on my mind thinking about.
Oh, Ken, found a door.
I did.
I know you have the killer pumpkins going after you.
I don't
I
think
never
you
made
can
it to
kill the
pumpkins.
pumpkins, can you?
Or do they kill you?
And take
Well,
They
they
three.
can.
do.
You have to hit pumpkins twice
Oh, okay.
according to the instructions.
Okay, I found the problem.
Oh, good.
It's the operator.
Well, basically, yeah.
The
What is
loose,
step one of any
I always hate it when
problem?
that happens.
the loose nut between the keyboard and screen.
Hebcack.
Step one, is it plugged in?
IO error.
Son of a.
This is the second time I've used OBS
Oh, there we
today.
go.
Second time.
At the office,
you-
we actually recorded a training video.
Yeah, it's true. That's actually comes in very handy for that sort of stuff.
Oh, what level are we supposed to be playing Hyperzone on?
3, I think.
You
Three.
think correctly.
Shall be the number of the counting.
Oh, dear.
The number of the counting shall be
And the number of the
3.
counting shall be 3.
Don't think I'm getting through there.
To 2 shalt thou not count, lest thou counteth immediately to 3. 5 is right out.
So much good humor in Monty Python.
Oh goodness! Somebody, one of my coworkers actually got me the Monty Python Quest for the Holy Grail book that's apparently been out of print for years for Christmas.
Ooh.
I was like, "This is awesome!" Yeah, it's got the script in it.
Oh.
All right, who's the masochist who said "die now" on this game?
That's just remind me. At work, we have a customer service training video. It was
Oh no, those are the worst.
produced and starred by John Cleese and gang.
Excellent.
Oh, that's got to be awesome.
We have the original on 16 millimeter film.
Oh, this we've got to see.
Back when everybody had a 16 millimeter projector.
Yeah, so it was. I think the copyright on it is maybe early 70s.
Mm-hmm.
Film okay, or has it turned red? Film doesn't age well a lot of times.
I need to add Mark.
Sorry, I can't add.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 screens. Okay, we're good.
Oh, I'm gonna die soon.
We all must die sometime.
Yeah, true. It is given for all men to die once.
Ooh, I got a bag of gold.
You cheated.
What about a bag of gold?
Finally got it. I've been trying to get to this one particular bag of gold for half an hour now.
Oh.
Victory. Oh, now I forgot what we were playing.
Oh, that was kind of neat. So a ghost went from Jim Rye's screen right up to Ken's screen. and kept on going.
Oh, that's nifty.
Did he kill both of us?
Possibly.
Who's got it set up for PAL?
That would be me. Haven't
Oh.
figured out how to make it work otherwise. Oops.
So, Jim, you got a high score 200.
200 points. I can retire.
He cheated. I tell you, he cheated.
And Ken is on 3.
So far, my high score is 22. Thank you very little.
Win Shift S. Okay. See, I bought this new computer, and it came with Windows 11, and I haven't actually daily driven Windows in a couple of decades. So I'm looking at this like, do what?
Nothing is in
Changed
where
a lot, didn't it?
So nothing is in a place
Well,
you
it's-
think it's supposed to be.
Well, no, the thing is I've been using Linux for all these years, and so I'm expecting a certain way of doing things, and Windows does it completely differently.
And
So
does it
it's-
completely differently than it used to.
Yeah.
Trust me, it's all
which
different.
is fine. Yeah, which is fine because, I've not daily driven it, but I've had to use it over the years. But this is just like, okay, so that I've got to use for that, and this I've got to use for this, and this command does this, and oh, thank God for Windows Subsystem for Linux, I can actually do sane things.
How was that? It's this rectangle thing on Hyperzone.
The obelisk? Get enough of
Guess
them
I
and they'll surround Jupiter and turn it into a star.
Okay, how do I get it?
Idea. That's why
I
we need
regret
to.
getting it.
You regret getting the obelisk?
Yeah, doesn't it kill you? I don't think you can catch it, can you?
I don't
No.
think you can. I there's got to be a way. It's something in the game. There's a couple of things.
It's the first time I've seen it. So
There should be. They're kind of like power ups, but I don't know
Oh,
how for the life of me to get them.
just there to tease. Huh?
exactly. It's a window that I want to fly through.
Oh, wait.
What are we
What's the
waiting
name of that
for?
place that they, that the Kryptonians were imprisoned in? Phantom
them-
Zone, that's right.
the
That's what
Phantom
this
Zone,
is.
yeah.
It's the
Mhm.
entrance to the Phantom Zone. Yeah.
Oh, right. That's right.
Unfortunately, much like a bad dream and like a door in a bad dream, it never gets closer.
Yeah.
Move your legs to get to it.
Yay! I got a bag of gold.
Hey, you
And
beat my
it's
high
got-
score.
It's got
Woo!
Mike's name
That's
right behind
one.
it.
Yeah, it's one out of how many? How many are in here?
10, I believe.
Hmm.
I died.
That's quite an Easter egg Mike got there.
I can't figure out what that back wall is supposed to be.
Mhm.
A wall?
But it's got a weird carving in it. It's like an M, an I, a K, and an
A wall
E.
with a weird. Yeah, it's a wall with a weird carving. In English? I don't know.
We should ask Mike Snyder what it's supposed to mean.
Mhm.
Do you think you'll
Probably-
remember after all these years?
Some kind of secret code.
Is he coming on this Saturday?
No, next or New Year's Eve, I guess. The results day for this game.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I thought he might join us tonight.
Yeah, he might join us.
Do, 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 do.
All right, I'm going to shut down and switch CoCo so I can take screenshots.
Have fun.
So I assume a bunch of people have played Minecraft.
Never heard of it.
Believe it or not, I have never played Minecraft.
Me neither.
Well,
I've played it
Okay,
on the
well.
MC10.
because they poured it to everything, including Doom. Anyway, so there's a way you can increase
So
the
wait a
value
minute.
of different.
They ported
What?
Minecraft. They ported Minecraft to Doom. So you're playing Minecraft in Doom, but did they port Doom to Minecraft so you can play Doom? So Minecraft in Doom in Minecraft.
On an MC10.
Mhm.
So anyway,
There you go.
when you enchant articles to get stronger, make them last longer or whatever, there's little characters that appear, your different options depending on how much strength you have. Anyway, those character set are directly from what is it? The id game before Doom ever came out.
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein.
No, before
Yeah.
that.
Quake.
No,
No, that's that's after.
Quake came after. No, who is it? These were like CGA, EGA games. Who was it?
Nukem?
Little kid with the blaster.
Oh, yeah.
Paperboy.
Nope.
Go, that's better. Welcome back. I missed you. Um, oh. Bad at this.
Commander Keen is the game.
Yes.
Oh,
So the little symbols in Commander Keen, those are used in Minecraft when you're enchanting items.
Speaking of enchanted items, one time I was at Radio Shack buying some ferric chloride, and the guy wrote "enchant" on the paper receipt.
I probably still have a bottle of ferric chloride from Radio Shack.
I don't. I have a new bottle that I just bought for PC board restoration on my pinball machine.
Now I know why I wasn't using the composite mode on OVCC. I get a big gray screen.
Oh.
Which is worse than the PAL one. I had 5,000 points on this one game, but it didn't get saved to the high score for some reason. I didn't have a video capture of it, so I just need to
Yeah,
make sure
that happened to me
Uh-huh.
with like an 8,000 score.
I just need to make sure I record every game with OBS and then go back and frame grab the.
Oh, that's fine.
I just keep the snip tool open and handy.
Actually, I like doing a window capture, but when I try using the Alt print screen, it causes the game to do something bizarre. My cat thinks I'm here to pay attention to her, so she's rubbing on my hand as I'm trying to tap the keyboard.
Ha! Little does your cat know.
Priorities.
All right, what am I looking for here, file-wise, disk-wise? Monster Mash. Yep. Oh.
Heck was that?
I'll
Huh?
be back.
There we go. That's better.
Let's see. In the chat, there's been no activity.
We're
Yep.
so boring.
Well, we're being quiet.
Yeah,
Yep.
come on. Darn it.
Although there are 4 watching us.
8. 4
8?
on
Oh.
4 on Twitch, 4 on YouTube, and I'm one of them.
Oh.
I'm
Okay,
neither of
gotcha.
So we'll just turn off the chat for a while until something shows up.
We're just waiting on Curtis to get here. Then the party will really start.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see how to play this game. Forget it. I gotta get the other one first.
Darn it.
Oh, good.
Is that supposed to be Lisa Simpson?
I was thinking the same thing. It's like a grown-up Lisa Simpson.
What, maybe I said, oh, good? I was thinking more along the lines of Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. Oh, good. My dog found the chainsaw.
Mm-hmm. Never saw it.
As long as he doesn't figure out how to start it. Then again, if he does, he might have something there.
Just think of the sideshow activities you could do. Especially if you could teach him to do something like artwork with the chainsaw.
Right. Imagine if he could carve a dog out of a log. Okay. That pumpkin has a square wave mouth.
Well, at least the square wave mouth isn't ringing.
Could be painful. My joystick will not function with this game.
Keep doing there. That's not what I want to have happen. Get over there. There, thank you.
Has a mind of its own.
I swear there are hotkeys that I'm going to have. Well, it's Windows and it's doing things that it thinks are smart that I don't know that it's supposed to be doing, that if I knew what it was doing, I'd probably find them to be ridiculously convenient, but they're not in my muscle memory.
And then as soon as you get used to it, they'll change it.
Well, if it gets too bad, I'll just go back to a base metal install of Ubuntu or something.
Mm-hmm. Well, I gotta go with something.
Or
I
if
can
I'm really
play-
feeling there was something you get that you can play ...
I'm gonna play some Sinistar. My joystick won't work with.
Oh,
mouse.
okay.
It won't let me move to the right, and that's kind of important.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like digging out my deluxe. Um,
I'm not having much luck over here.
Cohen says Monster Mash is kind of like Dark Castle on the Mac. You ever played it?
Hello, Retro Techie. I don't know about the rest of these guys, but I'm doing pretty well. But then again, I'm going to be going to sleep soon. I think there were Tandy computers that used to run like Windows. I think it was around for the Windows 98, maybe 95. But no, definitely this is not a Tandy branded computer.
I don't think they made it really past I don't think they didn't make it into Pentiums, did they? Didn't they kinda-
3.1?
The Tandy line.
I don't think they did.
I thought they kind of ended like at 46.
Yeah, I think the farthest in they. Yeah, I think that's where they ended up.
Yeah, then they bought Grid, and then that kind of fell apart.
I have an
Most
old grid
cool
case.
computer.
By the time they were well into the PC end of things, they were reducing the O1 stores, the amount of O1 stores so significantly. The last one that they had in the region where we lived was Dunbar, West Virginia, right outside of Charleston. And that one wound up shutting down, and Mom got laid off, had to find a different position. Well before Tandy stopped selling the computers. They were in the PC era, but you know. Oops. No, I'm not still in West Virginia. I am in Massachusetts. I haven't lived in West Virginia since, I want to say, 1993-ish. I moved up here in 2007, and then I moved back up again in 2017. Although I am familiar with the hurricane wave pool, and it's hurricane, not hurricane.
They have a wave pool in Hurricane?
Yeah, they have a wave pool there. It's a big old park there. I went there a couple of times back when I was living in Huntington.
Oh, I didn't think they even had paved streets.
See. Oh no, they've got paved streets.
Oh,
Badly
wow,
paved
cool.
streets, but they're paved streets. Yeah, that's Curtis. That's what I was kind of referring to, because it's not quite my old stomping grounds, but Hurricane's just down the road from where I was, like maybe about 35 minutes or something like that. So I'm kind of interested to go to Boat Fest and see what's happened down that way.
See how everything's changed in the last 30 years.
Well, I've been to Huntington, and I was in Huntington in 2019 for my high school reunion. But yeah, I haven't been down that way pretty much since. Oh, what the heck just happened? Oh, I died.
Of dysentery or what?
I'm going to tell Terry you're dissing him.
That's how people die of dysentery.
Yep.
Terry's got a gun.
And knows how to use it.
Was it Terry who had a gun?
Well,
I
one
thought
of
it was
them.
Jamie.
Yeah, Jamie.
That's
Janie.
Jamie's cousin,
Yeah.
Terry.
Where do you think Janie got the gun
Okay.
from?
Cousin Terry.
Good point.
And who's Janie?
Terry's cousin.
Friend to Aerosmith.
Yeah, that's what Steven Tyler asks on, they got these little snippet interviews on the radio. He goes on on an inspiration, I don't know, whatever. And then, that's one of the questions he was asking, like, who's Janie? Where'd she get the gun?
It.
Oh, damn it.
Music or commentary?
Huh?
Yeah, Slippy's pretty good at giving commentary.
I'm
Of
not
course
very
it's
good
too
at.
quiet. How are we supposed to have jump scares if it's not too quiet, Retro Jackie? You've got to have the jump scares.
We're just waiting for Curtis to get here because we know he never shuts up.
Yeah.
We're all just practicing.
We're all
I heard
concentrating.
that.
He said his name too loud.
Speak his name and he shall appear.
Appear.
It's like
Beetlejuice.
saying the name of Hasper 3 times.
I curse you all to bad scores today.
Well,
Oh,
that's
we're
probably
way ahead
good.
of you.
That's,
So far, it's
Like he
working.
can see the past.
That was a version of Battle Zone for the CoCo.
so,
There should be one.
Ken, is that 210 your high score for tonight?
So far, yep.
I thought you
I'm
had like
about to blow that out of the
216.
water, though. Ah. Except the fact that I'm on my last man and I can't die before I get that next.
Your last curling.
So, Retro Techie is asking if there was a Zork for CoCo.
Yes.
Yes. In fact,
Yes.
if you
All the Infocom games.
if you go and check out the
Yeah, I do
CoCo
remember
Cruise-
Infocom games.
As a matter of fact, oh no, I'm thinking of Zelda. There was a Zelda for. Is there? There's also a version of Zork for. It's on the Nitrous 9 image.
If you go and check out the CoCo Crew podcast, they have an interview with one of the guys from Infocom. Talks about the Z Engine interpreter and stuff. Very great.
Dang it. Oh no, 216 is my high score so far today.
Yeah, that's what I thought. 'Cause I'm two behind you.
I now know where there's 2 bags of gold, so I just have to be able to get to both of them.
Am I back on?
Yep.
Wow.
Yes.
Yes,
I
been
message
waiting
came
for
through.
you
I
to
tried
talk,
sending it over the
Curtis.
cell network, but my router froze up and crashed, so I had to reboot it.
Ah,
That's what
We've
you get
all-
for living in Canada. It's just too cold.
Wow, that should be superconductivity. It should work better, right?
yeah.
Yeah, cold wires carry more current.
All right.
Okay, that was my last celery.
Oh, well, maybe I should go get some celery and munch on it.
I don't know. I am going to have to go to sleep. I am feeling rather exhausted, and I have to get up at 4 in the morning, and it's 9 o'clock here. All right.
Well, brief
Okay.
hello.
Well, thanks for coming in.
Well,
good evening.
definitely refilled. All right.
Well.
Thank you very much.
Cheers.
Y'all take care of yourselves now, all right?
Dude,
All right.
Yeah.
Bye now.
Retro Techie says, "What? Oh, there we go. Curtis has answered."
That's easy enough for you to spell, Curtis.
What, Saskatchewan?
What's
Yeah.
hard about that?
Yeah, and he also lives in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan.
I imagine
Even
lots of
funnier
years of
name
practice.
it's like 6 letters in a row that's repeated, so that's cheating.
Almost like Mississippi.
And what do
And
those
now-
two words have in common?
Which
Both
two words?
Native American, Mississippi and
Saskat.
Saskatchewan.
Well, Saskatoon and Saskatchewan are both Native Indian words too.
So is
So it's
Mississippi.
Canada.
Yeah. So it used to be. Well, they used to spell the K, I guess, originally, didn't they?
Yeah, Canada. Now for the dad joke of the night. How do you know Canada was named by a Canadian?
There's 3 A's in it.
Just think about how it's spelled. C-A-N-A-D-A.
So it's really just a 3-letter name.
Yeah. It's C-N-D.
I've not tried Monster Mash yet, and from what I've been reading and hearing you guys talking about, the controls are a bit fidgety.
Precise.
They take a little getting used to.
Yeah. And my joystick won't move right with it, so I can't even play it.
Huh, that's weird.
Good night, everyone.
This is compiled basic. It shouldn't have any weird timings for the PIAs or anything.
Good
night.
Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Who said good night?
I don't know. Was that a greeting or was that a goodbye?
Oh, greeting. Me,
Oh, okay.
Erico.
Oh, it's Erico.
We're
Oh,
playing we're playing some Commodore 64, right? Games tonight.
I'm so sorry.
Yes, just like Curtis said a little while ago before I got in, it's compiled basic. I really must try that up. So let me fire the stuff up here and see if I can play along.
Huh, that's weird. It's not registering joystick buttons at all. This came unplugged. Let me check.
Just watch it last CoCo Nation episode today. So
We're sorry.
that's what that's what got oh, it was a great interview. So I gotta play the part now. I don't want to be late to the party, but we are probably getting that from the Color Computer Archive and all that, right?
This game, no. or the one the Monster Mash, you have to get it off of Mike's website.
All right.
I guess we should probably do the link, except I don't have the link for his website.
Well, if you got the SDC with the loaded SD card from Retro Rewind, it's on there.
Is it?
It is, but it's
Monster
in the
Mash?
special. Yeah, it's not in the games folder. Let me find it.
Oh, it's probably in the T&D software folder.
I saw it in
Well,
an M. There's an M Snyder folder somewhere.
There might be a link on Game On Challenge, maybe.
There is. It should be pinned
Oh,
in the Game On Challenge.
All right, I'm gonna go directly there.
The disk image.
yeah,
is there.
okay. In games, in the M folder, there's an M Snyder disk, or directory rather. And in the directory, it's on disk 9.
Oh, those are okay. So those, yeah, they're on the archive. Under there's an M Snyder.
Yeah. So in disk 9, it's mm.bin.
Okay, M Snyder.
I didn't know I had those hidden away in a file on the SDC. It's on the archive.
Yeah, right. Well, I have a collections folder, so I'm going to probably move the M Snyder to that. Or copy it, rather. But, yeah, I need to save space. I don't know, are X2, X3, and X4 all part of Monster Mash?
I think so.
Yes, those
They're
are the
data files for it.
screens. The data files. Search.
Oh, that's fun.
That's a pretty neat little screensaver.
Yeah. That's X2 if you want to try it.
So we were talking about that M Snyder's game.zip, right?
Yeah.
All right. There you go. And you said disk 9. There it is, disk 9. Did anyone try that with XROAR so far?
That works fine with X4.
No, I'm using VCC, but it's giving me problems on the joystick, like my real joystick plugged in. So I'm actually playing with
Make
keyboard.
sure you have your controls set up.
You're playing with keyboard? Wow.
Right, and Snyder 9. Well, I'm gonna try XROAR.
Isn't that where it's supposed to be a hidden door or something?
Yeah, there's a hidden door.
Am I on the right screen? I thought it was the one over here.
Oh,
It's right there. Right? Back
Mark, you
back
don't-
one tile.
Do you just walk into it, or do you have to do something?
You push up and fire.
Ah, okay.
Right.
To the left.
Okay, that didn't work.
The
What's
other
next?
left.
Don't walk too far off the edge, though.
So you just hit up arrow or move the joystick up and fire. You said, right?
Yeah, or jump or whatever the. So you stand just past the column, right
Just
there.
One more to the left.
Left.
A little more.
One more. There you go.
And
Ah, okay. I was going off the edge. That'd work well.
I think we're all going off the edge a little bit. Oh, come on.
Oh, for...
I
Yeah,
went and
you're right. I
plugged
don't
in
like the
my-
controls.
Went and plugged in my other joystick, and then I wondered why my old joystick wasn't working. Simple pleasures.
Is the Doctor Who game easier there, Ken?
No, it's very hard. I haven't even beaten ever gotten off stage 1 yet. It's kind of interesting though, because I actually talked to him after I did my video on it, and there's actually a password at the end of each of the first 3 episodes to play each of the first 3 games. Play the 4th one.
And how's the 4th one?
I don't know. I've never beaten any of the first 3. You can
Oh,
only
I thought
play-
you meant he gave you the passwords.
No. You have to beat the first 3 games to actually get the passwords to play the 4th game.
So we should cheat and go into the code and find the passwords, what you're telling me.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'm going to get 500 points to beat this level. And the highest I've ever gotten is 300. Because, of course, you only have 1 life. Which is odd for Doctor Who.
Yeah, that's kind of
kind of
anti-Doctor
ironic,
Who, if
yeah.
anything.
Turururu, turururu.
I must say
That's
that basic
not-
compiler he was using here does pretty good with keeping the backgrounds behind your sprites intact.
Yeah.
Doesn't really slow it down, so.
Doesn't help me play any better.
No. It kind of needs reprogramming. Unfortunately, he's lost all the source code.
RGB monitor.
It might be down that hole I just fell down.
Yeah.
Let me
Oh, no.
reshare the screen. I can probably
Ah.
share just the what matters.
Ah! So close. Not actually, but
All right,
Ah.
this should be better.
You gotta remember which background shapes are stuff you can walk on and which ones aren't.
everything kills you.
Doing a pretty good job so far.
Good thing you've got a lot of hearts to go through on that game. If it was just one death like his other games, then it'd be pretty.
Somehow I managed to go through them all and score 0.
Oh, I've done that a few times.
Yay. So can you actually kill the bats or anything, or just...
Yeah, if you push down and fire, then you throw a rock.
throw a rock in midair?
You can. It's not that easy to do, but you can.
Yeah, I bet. Oh. Ah, I'm bad at this.
I have not got points yet. I've been through about 5 screens now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Mike was right in his interview. He made his games way too hard, and the controls are a bit strange.
Well, I'd say for me, the takes quite some time to load the screens.
Yeah, that too.
It does, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, in this case, it probably would have
So-
been better to actually show them drawing, so at least you know it's doing something and not frozen.
Considering he was basically in high school when he made all these games.
Oh, it's excellent. It's excellent. Truly excellent. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if on next roar I'm gonna be able to use this second button.
There's only one button in it, so
This one?
yeah.
Oh, I can't jump.
You have to push up to jump. Push up and fire.
Oh my god, yeah.
And then you steer after you jump.
Obvious.
Yeah, oh, just capture. No, I'm gonna finish this game.
Good, you
All I
can tell all the
need
rest of us how to do it.
Yes.
Uh,
All right, just got into this room. Pretty neat game. Oh, he said on the interview that there were problems with diagonals, at least climbing down the stairs.
Although
Seems
technically
pretty
you have to
fine.
push up or down to go climb up the stairs. Like he doesn't have any diagonals programmed into it, so
oh, I'm bad at this. All right.
Oh, Erica, it looks like you're
Yeah.
set to composite too. You might want to switch it to RGB.
Is I think I chose number 2. That was RGB, I guess.
No, I mean in the emulator. I think it's backwards
Oh,
in the
right.
emulator.
geez.
Oh, thanks.
What are you, the
I get it.
color police, Curtis?
Yep.
Yeah.
I am.
Is this one better?
Yeah.
Yeah. Got the blonde dude,
I'll be
blue
back in a
eyes.
minute.
That's
I don't
fine.
know. It was said that she looks like Lisa Simpson.
Kind of does.
It does so.
A teenage
I
Lisa
know.
Simpson.
Get the noise here a little bit down. All right.
Ah, for
I'm telling you, this is a lot of work. I like the fade out.
yeah, there's a good game here. It's just controls would need to be fixed a little bit. That's pretty well the main beef I would have.
I think I'm pretty much used to it right now. Well, I'll give the bat. Great.
It's too bad he doesn't have the code for this anymore, but his brother sold off all of his stuff while he was in college.
All right, get the other door. I can't remember right now. Did he mention how many screens this game had?
Dozens, I think, is what he said. He's trying to remap it out, actually.
More than I'd ever see.
So what do you get points for? Because I haven't got any points yet.
The most points you get is to find the gold bags of gold.
Okay, I haven't seen any of that.
But you do get a little bit of money for, or a little bit of gold, or a little bit of points for shooting each thing.
So
That pumpkin. Go ahead.
Pumpkins you have to shoot twice.
I haven't
Yes,
even
they
seen
are
one of those
pretty
yet.
hard.
So there's a article today from Mike on some scores here. So he says in Discord, he says a few more tips. 21, tip number 21, I guess. Sometimes it helps to jump up plus button and then shoot down plus button if there is a mummy or a bat coming at you parallel. Number 22. Sometimes it's better just to avoid them entirely. 23. I found more success in jumping over pumpkins while they're moving towards me rather than stunning them first.
Yes, I just figured that out.
Your mileage with that might vary. Number 24. It looks like the exact number of times you can kill the enemy in any given room before they become invincible is 10.
Wow.
So you can kill 25 bats or whatever before you can't kill them no more. Number 25.
That number will reset if you leave the room.
Yeah. Number 25. You get 2 points for pumpkins. It takes 2 hits to kill them. 3 points for bats. 4 points for mummies. Tip 26. You get 200 points for each bag of gold you find. 4 of the locked doors I mentioned all seem to require 30 gold pieces or 3 bags to enter. The 5th must be the boss door. Entering a locked door doesn't seem to use or take away the gold, but when you approach the green monster and pick up the bag, it drops. Oh, yeah. So if you go to the statue or green monster and pick up the bag that it drops, you get plus 500 points, but minus 25 gold. He doesn't remember what that's all about, or how it affects completing the game. Notes from his website says from 2005. It says you need 10 megs of gold to enter the boss door and beat the game.
25.
And that could be subject to correction.
Well, since none of us are Buck Owens, I don't think there's many of us that are going to actually make it all the way to the end of the game.
I got the hangs of it so far.
At least you don't die when you walk off stuff to lower platforms.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Except if you walk off the edge and fall all the way down, you die.
Which
As
I
just
did.
demonstrated.
And there's no timer.
Huh.
Now, something totally random. I went to grab the pair of tongs from the salad bar today. Got such a static zap that I recoiled and smacked my hand to the bottom of the sneeze shield. And I've got the nasty bruise on the back of my hand now.
It was horrible to hurt the hand.
It's like snap,
And they say
bang.
And they say that salad is so good for you.
Not that one. It bit back.
It does have a lot of screens in it.
Must have been some pretty tough glass. It still
There's
hurts.
a lot of screens. A lot of screens and a lot of doors everywhere.
Hey, we lost somebody. Oh,
And
Mark.
I shut down my stream. And I'm pulling the big plug now.
Oh, okay.
Are you
See y'all later.
audiosing on us?
I am for now.
Okay. Well, thanks for joining.
Glad to be here.
It looks like in the chat he has posted the CoCo Crew podcast about the Infocom or Brian Moriarty.
Yeah.
And so he's posted the link for that in the chat. So I put the chat up for a bit.
All right. At least I seem to have found the door where the boss should be because I can't get into that door. You said 25 gold, right, to get there.
There's a few doors that are locked, so.
He says.
I think there's at least 3 locked doors, isn't there?
Yeah, so four doors take 30 gold, or 3 bags, and the other one I think takes 10 bags.
All right. So
And I guess
so
each bag
far,
is 10 points, so.
so it seems we should start the game by going left, right? Is
He
to the
mentioned
right.
something about that earlier, that left gave you more stuff to work with.
Yeah, on the right. I can't do much on the right side of this map. Let's go back to the left.
Yeah, that was a Doctor Who line. Look to your left.
Hmm.
What was it, the Weeping Angels episode?
Ooh, that was a good episode.
Oh, yeah.
The first jump to the left is probably gonna put some people off. But hard to pull. Here we are.
Oh, I got the second bag
Well,
and
so
immediately
now
died.
Well, you're up to 412 on your
Oh.
score.
Yeah, I've almost caught up with Mike.
412. Great.
Definitely my high score so far.
Okay. Oh. Damn. Pumpkin. I like the way the monsters has they have an extra frame of sort of a death thing. Mashed pumpkin is pretty great.
I think you could use 1 or 2 extra frames for when you jump, though.
Yeah. Some extra frames for the jump would be cool.
It looks like you just float up into the air. But overall, the art's pretty good.
The little girl reminds me of that Mario clone on the
the C64 Mario clone.
what was the name? It was like 2 girls or 1 girl name. Can't remember right
Something
now.
Sisters.
Yes.
Guyana or something like that.
Yeah, Guyana Sisters, I think it's called.
Exactly. That's it. She reminds me of her. Somebody said here people are doing like what 400 high score? 16.
Yeah, Jim is up to 412 right now.
You get 200 points when you find a bag of gold, though.
Oh, gotta look for those then. And it's still warming up. Controls are not bad. If you play along with it for a little while, it's fine.
Yeah, you just gotta get used to them.
Apparently, I'm not used to them. Oh, come on.
I'm back.
Okay, let's go even more to the left. Good thing there are a lot of lives.
Yeah, most of his games only have one.
Original control. See how well it works with a Nintendo pad.
Got an Xbox joystick hooked up here. I could get that a try, but I'm usually better with keyboard, anyways.
Okay, well, I cannot.
Oh, for
Nope. Definitely got to get used to it. That was my skull. No. Okay.
Oh no! I'd say the only thing that rubbed me the wrong way in this game, everything is just great. It's the loading time when you change screens is quite quite a lot quite
Almost takes as
quite
long
deep.
as the level.
Yep, exactly.
Remembering to press up to jump.
yeah, that's got to be the basic compiler drawing the tiles. As fast as it
But
goes.
some of the screens seem to load quite quickly, quite quicker than others. Maybe when tiles change or something. I'll be paying attention.
Yeah, or if he defaults the screen to black, say anything black, he may not redraw or something. I'm not sure.
Probably fall from this side here, which is quicker.
Ooh, I killed that thing.
We gotta go back outside and
Oh, that one will burn your eyes out, Ken.
Hey, you can jump into the stairs. That's great.
I need to show this game to Nick Marentes. He'll love this color set.
Especially that bright green border.
What game is that, Ken?
Uh, Dungeon Maze, I think it's called. I don't think you actually fight anything in it. It's just a maze game.
Jerk ass.
It's hard.
No, no, no. Oh, come on.
Well, I still haven't seen a pumpkin. Still haven't seen a gold bag yet.
I haven't seen the gold bag, but I've gone through thousands of pumpkins already. I go up here.
I guide you to that first gold bag. I know how to get to that one.
First gold bag. Yeah. I see a door 20 rooms ago. I should have. I wonder if the maze is kind of like how can you say Metroidvania kind of stuff. If you have to go to places and then come back, or if they connect. That's another gold bag now. Great. Second one. Yeah, now I have to go back through the path I did here. Yes. At least on the stage here, I can do a little pause. Do you get energy back?
I've never myself, but
Yeah, I've never seen anything in the instructions about it.
Oh. A little pause here. I think I left a door behind. So I think I got to the end of what is available to the left of the beginning of the game. With the exception of one door. I said it seemed so. If you need gold to open some locket doors, then I guess this 20 gold here will do the doors, the locket doors to the right at the start of the game. All right, let's travel back. Nice game. I like it. Oh no, I fell into. 104. Oh, I think I just found something weird. There's a stage where you cannot go down the stairs, but you can access it halfway. It's gonna be hard. Here, and fall here. Yes, I'm gonna get down the stairs. No.
I'm gonna take off. Y'all have a good evening.
All right.
Later.
See.
Bye, Jim.
Yeah.
I too am gonna head out. Have a good evening, y'all.
Later.
Yep.
Ah, for
Could probably have on that side. Wait. I'm down to the last life, but I think I got the hangs of it now.
Well, I think it's time for me to go have supper. So,
Mike might be popping on. He just emailed me.
oh, you might? Okay, I'll wait.
This is the door I skipped before. Right? Ah, no. Okay. At least I think I got the hangs of the game.
Can't say that for myself.
Made 438 this time. And
Like I'm up to
I
46.
think I managed most of the left side of the maze from the start point. And well, next run is gonna be even better. You guys said there is a boss? It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, Mike said there's a boss.
I think I'm gonna go grab a beer here just to help the flow.
So you're gonna need something a little stronger than that.
Ah, there he is. He's muted, but he's here.
So is the altar here? We can't
Yes.
play in the game anymore? Oh my god. Oh, this is an excellent
Mike's here.
game.
He's just muted at the moment.
The control is really wonderful. Just joking. I really like it.
Maybe after a tab or two of acid, maybe.
I like it. The graphics are great. It's
Yeah, the graphics are
pretty
good.
well put. Really well put. I guess saying this is basic. The compiled basic, right? It's that C3 compiler.
So Mike
Pretty
has
great.
a question. How do you unmute to join the game? On the very, very bottom, on the left-hand side, next to your avatar, there's a microphone. And right now, yours probably has the line through it.
Or it's set to the wrong thing because
I'm
Discord
showing.
is horrible for setting to something that's not a microphone.
Yeah, and I'm showing him muted on the stream here.
Okay. Otherwise, to the right of that dash microphone, you have the gear, and that will help you set you up which microphone you want. All right, get back in my session.
So, Mike, yeah, if you look at your Discord, I'm assuming you got the app, or do you have the? Or are you going through the web somehow?
He's typing.
Oh.
Web browser. Oh, he thinks he might have refused access on granting permissions for the web page to get to his mic.
So then I might have to go into settings then.
He thinks it's a permission settings for the browser to get to the mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found something else to crunch on in your ear.
Yay!
I noticed. At least it's not echoing.
What?
I'm back.
Are you complaining about Sloopy's echoing?
Slippy's crappy mic setup? Yes, I am.
I am. Just
Oh.
I don't remember the subject being brought up on the show, but or maybe I wasn't. Frame Black is, and who's that one apart from Mike Snyder?
Sorry, what was the question?
It's written by Mike Snyder and Frame Black.
Oh, I know
who's
Mike got
Frame
to say
Black?
that. Mike did the programming. Maybe the other guy did some of the graphics or level design or something. I'm not sure.
That'd be interesting to know. The level design is pretty great. I like it. It's challenging.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. I had to go deep into Chrome settings and find the microphone thing. There was a little help page for Discord that kind of walked me through it, but it took me forever to figure it out.
It sounds.
You were asking about
great,
Frame.
no?
Yeah, Frame was a friend of mine in high school. We ran the Bioware Enterprises company together, and I think he probably came up with the idea for Monster Mash originally. He may have said, "Hey, let's do something with Monster." It might have been around Halloween. I don't remember when he came up with the idea. He didn't do a whole lot though. He I don't know. I did all the heavy lifting when it came to programming and the art. So he didn't really do anything with the game. I don't even think he designed the levels or maps or anything. He just kind of said, "Hey, let's do a game called Monster Mash." That was probably about the extent of it, but yeah, his name's on the title too.
All right. And this probably the most important work in the game is the person who chose to have bats in a game. That's for sure.
Bats
Most
are
important part.
notorious in games.
Mm-hmm. They
Yeah,
must
I've
always
been
be
putting
around.
together a map for it. I can see, how do I know how to share my screen? Let me see. I can share my
Don't
screen.
don't spoil.
Uh,
Just joking. Go ahead. I was gonna ask you about the way the map is designed. It seems to me that it's sort of from the start point, left, right, you have dead ends, right? And you have to backtrack from the left to the right.
yeah, there's multiple branching paths. It'll make more sense if I can bring up this map.
I didn't find any circular paths so far.
There isn't. No, there's never a path that would wind back to where you started. You always have to backtrack. Kind of like
All right.
tree roots, basically. Oh my. Okay, now I'm having my next off the stream. Let's see if I can share an entire screen. Let's do that. Share this one. We pause this preview to save resources. Okay.
Just don't say anything about the bosses, so we get that as a surprise. I'm really hoping to get the
Okay.
boss.
Yeah, I don't have. There's only one boss at the very, very end. I don't even know. Is it sharing?
Yeah, we see it.
Yep, we see it.
Okay. So here's the map I put together. You start here, and this I've actually changed it up some because I'm trying to do better. You start here. Here's that one hidden door, brings you up here. So I've actually made a lot of progress in it just by being able to follow this map. I'm putting it together as it's not switching over as this. I basically have edited the images to remove the score and everything and remove the monsters and stuff. So it's just basically the rooms. And I've tried to lay it out a little bit better. But I'm not done. I'm still working on it. But I think this is everything except the boss room of the game.
I like the vanity initials and names too.
Yeah,
I did that a lot in my games. I don't know why. It just kind of was a fun
Well,
thing.
Lode Runner, I think, started that because the author's names and like Dave Dyes put in little bits for him too.
Yeah,
So.
spell it out in tiles. Yeah, so I put my name is in this one. Where's my other screen? So
who's Candy? That's my next question. Was that a girl you were fancy for? Or?
Yeah, that actually came from the interview. She was part of the company. I mean, I was a teenager, so if there was a girl, I was gonna like her probably because I was a teenager. But this was someone that was actually part of the company. Me, Frey, and Candy, and there was a kid named Lee that kind of helped for a while. Candy did the outreach. She would send inquiries about advertising, and she's the one who sent the review copy of the Entity to Rainbow and stuff like that. It was pretty helpful.
About the graphics, did you draw them all out of your mind? What were your references to them?
A lot of NES games like Castlevania, stuff that I saw in other games. I got ideas. I mean, I didn't take it one for one. I actually, I said, oh, that's kind of cool how it has. You can't really tell on this one. Let me switch over to the other one.
Some of those waterfalls kind of remind me of Rygar, the legendary.
I loved Rygar, so it's very possible I got it from that. I beat Rygar 10 times on the NES. I love that game.
I never played the NES one, but on the arcade machine, I am probably one of the best gamers ever.
Yeah, I loved it on the NES. It was kind of quirky, it was so ambitious that a lot of the areas of it slowed to a crawl, and that was NES games were bad about that. Everything would flicker. I loved it though. It was really cool, and it's kind of a similar concept because in Rygar it's the same thing. You're going through levels and there's branching paths, there's doors you go into that lead to other areas. Rygar had like a top-down area too. I didn't do anything like that here. But this was mainly inspired by Castlevania. So kind of the layout of Castlevania where you could go through with the stairs that go up and down and stuff. It doesn't play like Castlevania, but that was one of my inspirations for it.
The stage design is pretty nice. Did you lay them all out in a huge bunch of papers or many papers,
Yeah,
or
it was all on
did it just
paper.
one by
I
one?
graphed it out on paper. It wasn't like what I'm trying to do here is actually lay it out like it is in the game. So, back to my little- so that it actually kind of shows the connections. When I did it on paper, I think it was like one big grid of like 70 by 10 or 7 by 10 or something like that rooms. And I would just put some note that says this door number 1 goes to 15 and door number whatever. So it wasn't laid out like a map. So that's actually what I'm trying to do here is get it to lay out like a map so I can
Nice.
you could actually visualize it. So this one will be cool once I get it done because I've edited out all the stuff and it's just going to be and I still need to do the lines, like the connecting lines between where you can go. So I've figured out a lot of it. I haven't made it to the boss yet. I think I know where the boss door is because I've through process of elimination. There's 5 locked doors that I found, and 4 of them I've been able to open. So I'm guessing that the 5th one is the boss door, and I have to get all the gold or something. It's been so long I just don't remember. The weird thing is, and I was posting this in chat earlier, is when you go into one of the locked doors, it looks like you have to have 30 gold. At least that's how much I had, which is 3 bags. And it spawns this thing, and you pick up the gold in that room, and then it takes 25 from you. It gives you 500 points. So, like for a score challenge, that'd be great because you could go to all the locked rooms and add 500 points to your score. But it takes away 25 gold, and I don't know. I guess I just don't know if that affects you. Like, are you only supposed to? I mean, I don't know. Hopefully, I'll figure that out. It's just so difficult. I've been able to get through parts of it. Like my current strategy is, okay, I'm starting here. I'm going to the left, which jumps me over here. I go to the left again, up here. Then I do the stuff up in here. This part is super hard. These pumpkins here are super. Anytime there's
Yeah,
pumpkins, being super hard.
the surprise pumpkins are the hardest part I found so far.
They are. I was trying to stun them and jump over them, but what I found out is
Yeah.
if you just let them come towards you, you actually get a little bit better. At least for me, I can jump them better if I just let them keep coming towards me because while I'm jumping, they're actually moving towards me instead of me landing on top of them when I'm done. So that's where I always end up wasting all my lives. Is on
Oh,
the
yes. Yeah, the
So
pumpkins are
they're a
far.
pain. It sounds
You
like
get
you
to
made it
tell
pretty far then, if you've actually found pumpkins.
just the left side of the map.
Left
When
side
you
of the map.
start to the
Yeah,
left,
to go to the right side, you have to. There's this hidden door right here. You start here, go right once. That's a locked door, and then you go here.
yes,
There's a
found that
hidden
one.
door. Yeah,
Didn't know about that. I'll figure out.
yeah, and the hidden door leads up to quite a big area too, because it leads up to here. There's a bag of gold down here, up here, up here, up here. There's another locked door here, across here, and then there's a final bag of gold all the way up there.
The low that screen you have on the low right part, very
Here?
yellow.
This one.
3. Yes, exactly. The boss is not there, right? Is it?
It's not there. Did you find one of those?
I found the door, but I couldn't get into. So I'm going to the left to get the gold, and then I'm gonna come back.
Yeah, you need.
Just one thing. Did you get this all into standard CoCo 3, 128K?
I must have. That's what I had was 128K CoCo 3. So I think so.
Nice.
Yeah. What I did though is I pre-rendered this stuff somehow. So okay. If I'm remembering right, because this is what I started doing later on, is I would just do draw commands to create all the icons, but I drew them ahead of time. So I drew them on one screen, and then I saved that as a bin file that I could just load back in to memory later as just a tile sheet. So I had all my icons, all my tiles on a tile sheet. So that's why it takes so long to load up, is it's not drawing the graphics, it's actually loading that tile sheet and then grabbing all those individual tiles and then every room is represented by a string. So I have like a letter or a number or a symbol represent this kind of block or this kind of block or the door or the bag of gold or whatever. So it could be a string that says like ABC1X blah 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 blah, and it's basically just a string representing the room. So in between every room, it's loading. I think it's either loading from disk or it's already loaded them. But it takes that, and then it's taking these tiles it preloaded and then rendering them out to the screen that you can't see. It's like, and it takes like 3 or 4 seconds to actually do that. And then once the screen is there, then I do something with the palette and bring the game screen back up, and then you're in the new room.
Oh.
So, but it was
So
all
recent.
basic, and I just compiled it.
Hmm.
This was
That's
probably
great,
one of the pinnacles of there was one game I did after this called Space Ace, and it was cool. It was sci-fi, and it had elevators and stuff, or like these lifting platforms, and it advanced on even what this was, but I don't have it anymore. I don't think I'll ever find it. But it was
That's
cool.
one you can't remember if you submitted to T&D, right?
I can't. I could have sworn I did though, because they're the ones that said that. Maybe it was Sportswear that said there's already a Space Ace. We're going to call this Space Race. It was either T&D or Sportswear that told me that, but I'm guessing it just never got sold. I could have sworn that I sold it to T&D, but maybe they just never got around to publishing it because they business.
Well, Sportswear we should be able to find out because all the rainbows are archived, so we just have to check the 1990 to 1991.
Yeah, I could do
rainbows.
that, but I've had no luck finding it. I stopped a while back, but yeah, if I can get this wrapped up, I still wanted to make it a little bit nicer. I'm gonna line up some of these rooms and stuff, and then I'm gonna have my lines kind of like I do on this one. This one I just pasted them in. You can see it still had all the stuff in there, all the score, and my little guy is still there, and the enemies and stuff. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to note where all the hidden rooms are, where the locked doors are, and then I'm going to put something on here. It says like, the basic instructions of, 2 points for a pumpkin, 3 points for a bat, etc. And then like a white circle is a hidden door, and a yellow circle is a locked door, and just kind of some basic stuff, just to kind of give just like a little guide, like a little map thing. Been a blast. I've been working on this for like 2 days now. I'm probably having more fun with this than you guys are playing it.
Oh, I guarantee. No, I'm just kidding.
This is great. I'm what can I say? I am a basic gamer. I'm basic game maker by trade. All my games are in basic, even up to today.
Oh, okay.
This is really outstanding. I like it.
Well, thank you. Thank you. It sounds like you've made progress in it too, so that's pretty cool. So I think that there's probably a max score you could get in this, and I don't know what that would be. I would have to figure out which rooms have which enemies, because there's only one type of enemy. You can only kill them not 10 times, and then they become invincible. So like if you killed a pumpkin 10 times, you'd get 20 points for him. If you killed the bat 10 times, you get 30 points. So you add all that up. You add up 200 per gold, and I found 9 bags of gold. So I'm guessing
does the
1,800.
invincibility reset when you go to the next screen, or
nope? From what I can tell, it remembers it. If you navigate all the way to the end and then backtrack, it'll still remember that you killed that guy 10 times. So no one, and that was my worry originally, kind of when I pitched this to Ken about maybe this would be the game, is like I was worried that you'd be able to do that. You would be able to just sit there and grind for 5 hours and get a huge score, but you can't, because if you kill it 10 times, it becomes invincible, and then you probably aren't going to want to go through that room again, because you would be defenseless. the fireball.
Besides that, there's lots of people that do that anyways in most of the games.
Oh, okay. Well, the other thing I was wondering, some of the emulators I've used for like the NES and stuff, you can completely save the state and do rewinds and stuff like that. Now this, at least the version I'm using of VCC, doesn't have that. Is it called VCC? I think that's it.
But not if you go to a different room, you can then go back and kill something that is invincible in another room, right?
Yeah, you can kill something in another room that's invincible because it only tracks it per room.
Okay.
So
All right.
once
But there's
once
only
an
one.
enemy-
There's only one monster type per room as well, right? Like
Yes.
you get the same.
there's
monster in
only
the same
one
room.
monster. It's the same monster that just keeps reappearing basically. Once you've killed him 10 times, then he becomes invincible. So you could, and there's an enemy in every room, as far as I can remember, except for these yellow rooms, which are the ones behind the locked doors. Oh no, sorry, take that back. There's an enemy in there too. So there's an enemy in every room. You can kill him 10 times. So whatever the math would work out to be on that, there are 200 points per bags of gold. And I found 9. I'm thinking there's a 10th one. Maybe there's a hidden door I haven't found, but I don't know. And then there's the locked rooms that take away 25 gold. And I still don't know what that's about. So I've got a little bit more to figure out. I need to figure out what's the deal with these locked rooms. Why would I want to go into it if it's just going to take 25 of my gold away? I mean, for a score challenge, it's giving me 500 points. So going in the room and collecting the gold in there gives me 500 points, which is good. But I don't know. And I'm sure you get a bunch of points for the last boss.
And I'm sure by the time that we're done this on the 30th or whatever, Buck Owens will have figured out what the maximum number of
Tasman
points
probably
you can get
too.
is.
Probably have mastered it. And
There's two players we've got in the community that pretty well master just about every game we do.
Oh wow. Yeah, Buck Owens won your last one too. I remember that.
Oh yeah, he wins so often. He's got his own winning credit thing.
Tasman needs one because he's actually beaten Buck 4 or 5 times in a row sometimes. So there's a good competition between those two. But yeah, they're two expert.
Well, this
players.
one is going to test his patience, I would think, just because of the controls and how difficult it is, and you can't continue. I mean, I don't know if you guys are familiar with roguelikes, but roguelikes are games that you start over when you die. Modern roguelikes, you'll carry some kind of progress. Like maybe if you collect something in the game, you're able to get like one extra life that carries over to your future runs. This has nothing like that. It's just you die, you start over.
That's not a roguelike anymore then, is it?
It's not. No. It's just a hard game that doesn't.
Because even the CoCo version of Rogue, you get down to level 26, you get the amulet of the end door, and you make it a couple levels back up towards the top, then you die. And that's really frustrating.
Yeah.
Now, it does have the ability to save the game in progress, and there is a way to cheat. You can actually change the attributes in the file so you can't delete it. So the game can't delete it either.
Well, that's
so you can actually use that, but you have to remember to turn it back on if you have to save again. Otherwise, it bombs out with an error on the save, and then you've lost it anyway.
But yeah, I was actually good. I mean, if those guys are so great, I should maybe compete too. But I was like, no, as much time as I'm spending on this, and I've played through a bunch just to be able to take screenshots of every room. I was thinking it is not fair. Like I know enough about it and I remember enough about it that I just figured it wouldn't.
Oh, that's fine.
We like seeing occasionally where those two don't win. Go ahead.
Yeah, and we let Nick play his games.
Yeah, that's true. Nick and Paul Thayer and
we'll get to the end and I'll beat Buckins in this
Paul
time.
Fiscarelli and what's the other guy who did Ghost Rush? Paul Shoemaker have all played their own games. So
yeah, I can tell.
And sometimes they don't do the best either. Sometimes Buck and Tasman will beat them too.
Oh wow! I can tell some of these I designed together because it's exactly here, but they don't connect side to side. Like you can see from where they're positioned, they're in completely different parts of the map. But I must have designed them together. And the same thing here, and actually this one right here beside it. It's like I could tell I must have designed those together because they fit perfectly. They just don't actually connect side to side in the game. You have to like come up here and then down over here. Yeah, I mean it is kind of neat. The backtracking is a pain too though because you have to go in so far. So I'm trying to figure out what would be the optimal path too. If you have to get all the gold or if you have to do something based on where the boss door is, like what would cause the least amount of backtracking if I start if I start here and go to the right, and then go up into this area, let me switch to my other one because it actually has the lines drawn. So if I come over here and then go up into this area, I can do all this, but then I have to backtrack, and eventually I'm going to have to come back to it anyway because there's a locked door. But on my first run, I wouldn't have enough gold. There's only a bag here and a bag here. I wouldn't be able to get into this door. So I would have to at least have one from over here. So when I was playing it last night, I went the other direction and I got 3 bags from up here. And then I came back over here and did that. But still, I think there's a bunch of backtracking for it. And I remember when I finished this game, well, there's 2 things that's kind of amazing if you think about it. One is I had no beta tester. So like that probably should have been what Frame was doing, is like beta testing. But any bugs in this game are because I had no beta tester, but it's surprisingly, I mean, aside from the controls being bad, maybe a beta tester would have pointed that out. I was able to do this without anybody but me ever testing it and playing it, which is just insane today.
Yeah, the only minor bug I found is that occasionally if you kill something, when it catches it between get put buffers or something like that, and it leaves a little bit
you'll get a little bit of their sprite stuck on the screen. I've seen the same, especially I've seen it with the pumpkins and I've seen it with the bats. Actually, it could probably happen with those. Yeah.
What I've seen so far is that sometimes when you climb up a stair and when you reach to the top or something like that, you are a few pixels up and down, but it doesn't break the game. It's
okay,
just,
good. Yeah, you like jump. I've noticed the same thing. Yeah, when you get to the top of the stairs, it's almost like you kind of hop a little bit. Yeah, the whole thing with the stairs is just messy. And one of the bad things is when you're on the stairs, if you're going upwards and you're facing right, and there's a bat coming from the right and you want to shoot it, you have to press down to shoot. But if you press down, you're going to go back the other direction. So when you're on the stairs, there's a 50-50 chance you're not going to be able to shoot at the bat coming at you in that direction, because if you do, you're going to be going down. So it just, like if the bat was coming from, so like if the bat on this one, so it just.
But that's a game. That's a gameplay feature. That's a mechanics, right?
Well, it's a mechanic I probably didn't intend. It's an unexpected feature.
Well, I've got 30 golds here.
I'm not even looking at your. Let me see. Are you streaming? Which one is you?
Yeah, I'm just taking some time on this marvelous stage here where the pumpkin hang around back and forth, and I can take a little pause.
Oh yeah. Something else I've noticed is I never owned an RGB monitor, like for any of the stuff I did. So whenever like this game gives an option for composite or RGB, and I must have gotten an RGB color list from somewhere. So I don't know where I got it. So I've noticed that playing in RGB mode, like the browns look red. You can see on mine, it's the browns are supposed to be more brown, but in RGB they look more red. But yeah, I see that pumpkin. He's going to do that forever. You could squash him. It's kind of hard to hit him from where you're at, and rack up 2 points for each one. You've got enough gold to go in one of those locked doors too.
I'm pretty confident I can hit him from what I am.
You can if you get him just right.
No.
I think if he's wait till he's all the way to the left, and then I think immediately fire.
Yeah.
Got him. And then you can squash him. If you hit him again, you'll squash him and get a point.
I love the squash. This squashing sprite is great.
Yes. And after 10 times, all you'll be able to do is stun him. And then the other enemies, if you kill him 10 times, the fireball just goes through them. So if you have to go back through those rooms and you got a bat coming at you that you shoot, it's going to hit you because the fireball is just going to go straight through it. But yeah, if for someone who's going to try to get a high score, that's what you would need to do. You would basically need to kill every enemy 10 times, find all the gold, find all the locked doors and get in there and collect that gold, and then presumably make it to the boss and beat the boss, and then you would get the highest score possible. But doing that and actually not running out of lives is, I'll be real surprised if anyone actually even beats the game, let alone
I'll
gets
do it.
anywhere close to, like, the max score.
Now, have you been able to
Gonna
beat the
get-
game again, Mike, since you started back
Not
into it
yet.
again?
Not yet, but I'm planning to. Because in order to complete my map, I want to have like the boss door, the boss room on here. I've stubbed in like a little thing where I think the boss room is going to be. But no, and that was the other thing that was kind of amazing about when I did this is I only ever beat it once when I originally made it, and it took me several tries. That kind of
I've got the
oh, he's
invisible.
invincible.
Yeah.
So you
He
can
will
keep
stand.
stunning him, but eventually, see, this is a perfect one to do it in because you don't have to go back that direction. He can just do what he's going to
Exactly.
do. But if you go in the door and then come back, I think he's still invincible. Like if you hop into the door and then just immediately hop back. Yeah. I'm pretty sure he stays invincible.
I gotta do this kind of stuff if I have to beat.
Yeah. Yeah, some of the ways the platforming works too, there's like a block immediately above your head. Yeah, he's still invincible. So you have to like be kind of half off the block like you are to even jump, and between the pumpkins and some of the platforming is bad, and then just the wonky controls, it's fun for me because it's like, oh man, look what I did so many years ago. It's like, this is kind of cool. But for other
like it.
people, I'm just worried.
It's just so that people get the hangs of it.
Yeah. Oop, there's your guy. Yeah, you're pretty good at it actually.
I don't like this kind of stuff. And being a basic game, it makes it very special.
Yeah. Well, that's all I knew at the time. I'd only ever programmed in BASIC back then.
This stage here where you can't get back to the stair up there, you have to get midway here. That's tricky.
Yeah, and you could do it from the other end. Like you could go all the way to the top and get down there too if you wanted to. But it really,
couldn't.
I think it would help to have a map like this. So I was kind of thinking like if anyone's going to do it, you wouldn't have to like take all the screenshots, but you could like say, here's the thing and there's a door. Oh no, it's going to get you. That's what always happens to me too. They're exactly in the wrong place to be able to hit. You can jump and hit them, but a lot of times I panic and this
Yeah.
can get me. Yeah, he went right over you. At least there's one good thing I did. They will only ever come from the side of the screen that you're not on. So if you're on the left
Yes.
side of the screen, they'll always
Yeah, I
only
noticed
come
that.
from the right.
That's pretty great.
Now
That
here's
That
the
was smart
hard
because
part.
that would lead to a lot of frustrating deaths otherwise.
Yeah, that's the thing. I found that if
Yeah.
you don't stun them, they're a little bit easier to jump over.
For sure.
Hey, but that's not a
Especially on
bad
the-
score. I think you may have the highest score so far,
I'm gonna give
least
it
from
a
what's
shot.
been-
Yeah.
at least from what's been posted there. I'd have to
Check.
look.
I got 100. When it comes to buck, you have to do more than that.
That's
Let me
rookie
check.
numbers, huh?
Yeah, you never know. On the last minute, he's gonna pop in with like a 2000 score.
Yeah. Oh, that's nothing too. If you're getting 500 for each of those, I'm guessing the max score is probably somewhere in the 5,000 range, but I'm not 100% sure. But hopefully, I'll figure it out because if I'm going to beat this and I'm going to go through all the rooms and stuff, then I'll probably be able to figure it out roughly. Just based on doing some math, but and then it would like if multiple people actually can beat it, then it would come down to who actually killed every monster 10 times or not. So because that's where that's what would pad out your score.
That's for extremely professional people. All right.
So with way too much
So-
time on their hands.
Genie, right? I am the kind of guy. Let's get 400.
Well, you're already doing a lot better. I was worried there was some of the initial the initial questions or comments there on the Game On Challenge channel was, someone made 9 points or 3 points, and it's like, this is, which I was like, oh my, I made a tactical error. Nobody is going to be able to do this.
Now we got several over 400 now, so I'm not one of them, but yeah.
It's like on the show last week. This is the kind of thing, except for the fade out. I want to know how to exactly do that, but on UG Basic, you could probably have the tools in Basic to reproduce.
Yeah,
something
I
like
was
this.
listening back to that episode where Curtis mentioned
Not
UG
too
Basic.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a
And
modern
I-
cross-compiled basic right to ML, so
Yeah, and
Except
with a bunch of extra
except for the
features. There's a ton of
fading
extra
part.
commands.
I know there is a palette command.
Palette,
that
yeah.
you could
Yeah,
probably
that's
do
how I do
that
the fade out.
fade.
I'm almost positive. I think I looped through the palette and set everything to 0, and then I looped back through the palette. Yeah, I did some funny things with this too. You'll see that he's not actually on the ground. There's like a 1 pixel black line.
1 pixel
under
black
his feet.
line.
That's because I'm using like whatever the highest color possible is, but I set it to black, and all my logic was made to say if there is a pixel of that color under his feet, then he can't fall through it, and if there's not, then
Yep,
he
that's
can.
exactly what Nick does in his ML games.
Oh yeah,
So there's
maybe
a,
that's just
so
the way to
there's
do
a
it. Then.
so there's a
That's
fake black there just for collision.
Yeah, that's why there's black borders around stuff. Is because it's for the collision exactly.
You know, that's one cool thing on the Color Computer 1, 2, and semi-graphics, because we have like plenty of blacks. We have like 7 blacks in semi-graphics. So you can do exactly just that. Use a black color for a collision that is not actually black.
Yep, and that's how I did it. The
Pretty great.
hitboxes on stuff, there's a lot of times where those pumpkins will get me or the mummies will get me, and they're not actually touching me because I think it's just checking for an overlap between the bounding box of your character and the bounding box of the enemy. And a lot of times those, they're not exactly square characters. So like the corner of one could touch the corner of another, and that's considered a collision. So that's bit me a few times too. It's like I should not have been penalized for hitting this because it doesn't look like I actually hit it, but it all has to do with that there's just doing math around the box that's around those guys.
One thing, you don't get energy back, right?
No, there's nowhere in the game that you can recover hearts. So it's basically you just have to get good, as they say in Dark Souls.
If you are going to say he create the game, you could start with like 3 hearts, and an extra heart could be an extra
like you can earn some
container.
as you go. Yeah,
like an extra container could be around instead of just the bags. So it would make the game more.
Yeah, and have more to find too, because there's some areas here that there's like 4 rooms in a row with nothing in them except just platforming and enemies.
Oh, but
you already got the right idea on those bats. Like sometimes you can't get them; you just have to like get out of the way.
Yeah, the design
for that you could fall off that upper ledge and not even have to walk down the stairs.
Oh, I did it last time.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to get the hang of climbing really fast.
Yeah. Once you get it, it's not that bad, but it could. Even now, sometimes I will walk back and forth across the ladder or the stairs and not make it.
And there was one time I landed on a stair.
Oh yeah, I've been able to do that too. As long as you're aiming up or down, I think you can actually land on the stairs if you're in the right spot. Sometimes I missed the stairs and fell off the screen, which is sad, but yeah, I was just doing this. I was trying to sell them. I was trying to make some money, but there wasn't much money in it. It was mainly like my hobby. just a high school kid doing
This is great.
game programming, so it was fun.
Here's a good place to kill a lot of mummies.
Yeah, for the mummy.
No, no.
Oh no! And
I
once
had
you
to
shoot the
jump and
fireball,
shoot.
you can't do anything. You can't shoot another one until it finishes, which I regret
I
too.
could
I
have
wish I
jumped.
made it to where you could fire again and it would cancel the old fireball and shoot a new one, because that would have been a lot better in those
But it-
places.
In that occasion, I could have jumped back and jumped over the mummy. I just panicked.
Yeah, it's hard to jump over
Panicking.
mummies though; they're so tall.
Yeah, but it was
This
a panic
this is
thing.
bad too, because it's hard to jump, because if you're not careful, you'll go back up the ladder.
Here,
Yeah, so you have to do what you just did, which is, if you're not careful, you go right off the edge.
it's that makes a
You kind of
precision
figured out
overall.
most of the tricks that I've already figured out too. It's like you kind of have it down.
I like the game.
Well, thank you. Hopefully, you'll still say that once you get your high score.
I should mention, in case you don't know, Mike, too, Erico's actually one of our international people. He's part of the Brazilian CoCo and CP400 group.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. Gotta bring some more Brazilians to the Game On Challenge. Yeah, well, so our channels are very.
Oh, no!
Oops,
Our
sorry, I
channels are
distracted
very. We are very busy in our channels, and there's a whole lot of discussion, like every day, thousands of messages and all that. But no,
You're getting
we don't-
distracted, I think.
but I'll start over and now.
You can hit the P key to pause if you need to, Erico.
Yeah, you can. You can pause if you need to.
Yeah. Mike, looks like your stream did something funky,
It did.
and
You timed out.
I've kind of lost it, and it kind of blew up
Alright.
my Discord.
Oh boy. Okay. Well, let me stop my stream then. See, I can do that. Stop streaming. Hopefully that fixed it.
Well, I'd gotten it back, but yours never did come back.
Okay.
But then we're also kind of losing players too.
Yeah, I have to go here pretty quick, so I just shut my stream off to save you some bandwidth.
So, but yeah, we're
Oh, you got it. Oh, you have to hurry, or he's gonna. You got to begin. See, it's a little easier to do it if you don't stun them sometimes.
For sure. I can take a little pause here. So take a
Yeah.
deep breath.
And you can peek, like you can hit the P key and it'll pause it if you like have to get up or something. This is one of the few games I actually have a pause. Most of them I didn't think of that.
Now I have to do a little pause here because living in Brazil, the mosquitoes are coming over.
Okay.
That's a problem we have in summer.
and
Yeah,
we've been
we
at this
froze them out here.
about 2.5 hours now, so we're kind of running out of gas.
Okay, yeah, I guess I either spaced it off or didn't know or something. I was having supper. And
But we'll be doing it again
glad
next
that-
Thursday as well, Mike. So if you can join in near the beginning of the show if you have free time. And,
What time does it
you get
start?
some more players that were here earlier too.
it was a couple hours ago, like 8 or so, or 7. Or
Yeah, 8 Eastern is when it started.
8 Eastern, 7 Central. Okay. Yeah, I might do that. By then, maybe I will have beaten it and figured out all the ins and outs of it, because I'd like to know what the deal is with losing gold in those locked rooms. There must be a reason for it. I just haven't figured it out yet. I could share I wasn't going to, because of spoilers and stuff, I wasn't going to like share this map out until after the challenge. But I mean, should I? I mean, I'm sure people would appreciate it, but I don't know if that would spoil anything or.
Maybe
I think it depends on the player. I mean, some of them like to do the whole exploring themselves, but others, the game's hard enough playing wise,
Right.
to get the golden jump and kill things or whatever else that the map's not spoiling anything really. It depends on the player.
Okay, because I mean, I wouldn't mind. I'm I'm totally okay with doing that. I just didn't know if that would spoil people, because with the map, it's going to be, even though it's hard to control and stuff, it's going to get a lot easier, because then part of the confusion right now is it's a maze of rooms. You don't know how they connect or anything. With the map, it's going to lay
I don't know if
out.
you've seen Nick Morendi's Gate Crasher, which is a 3D
I've heard of it.
Wolfenstein
I've not played
type thing. Because people basically got lost on the 3D maps there, and he's got 5 levels, and people never finished the game because it just got too hard. And then he actually published the maps. Then a few people finally actually managed to win it.
Got a lot more popular after that.
Yeah.
Okay, well then maybe I will. I'll wrap this up hopefully tomorrow and publish it out there. The main thing holding me back right now is just that I've not been able to make it to the boss room and beat the boss. I guess I could do 2 versions of it, like one with the boss room and one without it or something.
Well, as long as you don't reveal who the boss is, I think.
Yeah, I could blur it out or something.
Or just say boss room here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without any details.
Just an empty box, boss room.
Because the people that do not want to see the map just won't look at it, so it's not a problem.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. I think anyone who does is going to have a little bit of an advantage. That's how you want to play the game, I guess.
But even if you know the whole map, it's still, there's a lot of action going on. It's not like
you still have to
memorize.
Knowing the map's not going to win the game for you.
Yeah, you still have.
It's not like an escape the maze game where it actually does do that. It's an arcade game, so you still have to have skill. You still have to be able to jump, shoot, etc.
Yeah, you have to fight with the better controls. Okay, well, this it sounds like we're winding down, so I guess I will leave you guys to it. It's actually been fun watching this. I'll definitely try to be on next Thursday and kind of see where we're at on it and everything. And then tomorrow, if I can get this map done, hopefully at least either tomorrow or sometime this weekend.
There'll be another new added game too, so you might be able to participate in that one too.
Oh, yeah. Saturday, you'll add a new game?
Saturday's the announcement of what the new game will be, yeah. But next Thursday it'll be playing both Monster Mash and then whatever Ken's got selected. I don't know if he's even picked it yet.
Okay, well that might be fun. That'll give me a break from this one. I need to get back to. I started playing the new Avatar: Frontiers of Pandora on PlayStation, and I've been.
Yeah, because I think one thing you might like is catching up on some of the newer games that have come out in the last 10, 15 years. Because you probably haven't seen any of those.
Oh, I have not. You're right.
Nick Marantz, go for Nick Marantz games.
Yeah, he's got quite a few free ones he did up to 2000. The newest ones.
I was trying to think of where I knew that name. Did he do a game called Rupert Rhythm?
Yeah,
yes, he did.
That's the guy.
Okay, I'm not sure I played it, but I remember reading ads in Rainbow. It's like, oh man, when I get money, I'm going to buy this game, and I don't think I ever did.
It's his least favorite CoCo 3 game he's ever programmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And other
it was one of
people's
the
favorites.
Ones, so I mean, that would have been like.
It has a bonus thing at the end too. If you actually manage to win the game, you actually get a full concert.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think I ever ended up playing it, but I remembered it. I remembered the name.
Well, it's still available. Is it free now, or is
that one's free? His games he released early for the CoCo 3, which would be like Cosmic Ambush, Pac-Man,
Donut
Gate
Dilemma,
Crasher, Rupert Rhythm, Space Intruders, are all free on his website. And his newest ones, since I think Popstar Pilot, he started to charge because he's putting in a lot of work into and professional packaging and the whole bit. But they're not expensive.
One of the things I like about your level design is that when I have to, I'm just getting back to the start right now. When you have to backtrack, the fact that you can fall from some places instead of going through the stairs.
Not everywhere, but some of it you can. I noticed the same thing. I was like, man, I'm glad I did this. I don't have to go back through this whole room. Oh no! Oh, you made it. You're better at this than me. You're way better at this than I am.
I gotta get to the end now. I'm
Well, if you do, let me know, because I haven't been able to yet, and I know it has something to do with the gold. I know you need 30 gold to get into the locked doors, but it takes 25 away, so you have to collect more gold to get into the other locked rooms. But I don't know how. I just don't remember. On my website, it says you need 10 bags of gold, but I've only found 9 bags, not counting the ones in the locked rooms. So I don't know. There's some trick to it.
I think I solved the left part of the map. If there's anything secret there, then maybe no. But I think I've just solved the left part.
Okay.
Going to the right. No.
Because I'm wondering if there's one more hidden door that I've not found. I found 4 hidden doors, and I'm wondering if there's a 5th one. Just don't know where it's at. Uh-oh.
No.
Oh, wow. You really pulled out something there.
Yeah, that was lucky. It was lucky out of despair. I think I just spent 25 on getting on this door because I think it was locked the first time I played. Let's see. See, even waiting for the screen gives a no, it's
Give you a chance to catch your breath.
yeah. Let's see where
It's real fun watching somebody else play this. Somebody who's actually making progress.
it's a very tense game because
Yes.
the way the enemies approach make it very tense. It prone for panic.
Yes, that's the thing. Is like, and sometimes you did real good on the one a second ago, but a lot of times when that happens to me, it's like I'm just dead. I panic and I don't know what to do.
About this door.
Is that the
Was it
locked one? Oh, that's. I think you
it
just
must
entered
be.
one of the locked doors.
I wonder if I should have waited for. Well, yeah, that's one. This is different.
Okay, but watch
There's
this.
an enemy there.
You've got 30 gold. Once you collect this, you're only going to have 5 gold. Now I'm not sure what that's all about. See, it went down to 5. You got a whole bunch of points, but I don't know why. Yeah, so you got the high score now, but I don't know why you lost 25 gold. I don't know what that's all about. So maybe I'm wondering if you need 25 gold to enter the door, not 30. And that's why it leaves you with 5, because the other bags of gold would all, like if you get 100 bags of gold and there's 4 locked doors, then you would spend all 100 to get into those 4 locked doors, is my guess, but I don't remember for sure.
Now I'm stuck.
It's right there beside the pole. Yeah, right there. Up.
The first part of the white
wall.
wall.
Try to get to that.
I can't go that way.
No,
There's
you
a
can
secret room here.
Push up and then click the button.
Yeah, jump and click the button. It's a hidden door.
On the white part, though, not on the gray pillar.
Oh, right here.
No, here? Right there. There you
go.
Oh,
right. Without any explanation that the thing is going to be there.
Yes,
right. Players are gonna kill themselves trying to figure that out.
It's called a secret in today's parlance.
Yeah.
Hey.
But there's at least 3 others like that, but they're always at a dead end on a platform that's like, why did I go all this way for a dead end? But it's always in the middle of a platform. So it actually is not. In order to do this, you need, right there is where you have to jump from.
Oh, this is going to be hard. Very
hard. That one is hard, but you can do it. If you're standing halfway off that ledge, you can do it. I'm almost positive.
I've seen someone do that one earlier.
Yep. Let's see.
Let's go. No, that was your last heart. You still got a high score, though. That's
well, I must be a buff buck, I hope.
That's probably a good place to end the stream, too, so Mark can get to bed here.
Yeah, before I start snoring. Okay, so thanks, everybody, for joining, and join us Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern.
Yeah, we'll have the Game On results for Hyperzone. And then we got some more continuing play on Monster Maze. And Ken will also announce another new game that'll last for at least 2 weeks, possibly 3. As we have a bit of a break over the holidays, so we'll have an extra week here. And hopefully Mike will be able to join us next Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern as well to join us on the live stream.
I'm sure gonna
Nice.
try because this was fun.
Bye.
I like seeing this progress. Talk to y'all later.
All right. Well,
Bye.
goodbye, everybody.
Yeah.